The essential thing in building a team in your produce department is not what you say, but what you do. It's what really happens in your department, how things actually get accomplished in your department, how you are perceived by your customers and produce associates, and what happens when you are not in the department. Expressions like practice what you preach and don't do as I do as I say, all relate to this essential truth. People and produce departments are defined by what is done, not by what is said. Experts talk about teamwork and department cultures and how vitally important they are to the success of a produce department. The culture of a department is what's really expected in the department. What kind of behavior gets supported? What kind of behavior gets confronted? It's the unwritten tradition or set of rules in a department. It's what happens when the supervisor isn't around to supervise.
Is this place for real? I mean, everybody is like really helpful to each other, and they, you know, a customer needs help, they go and help them right away. What's the story here?
Well, we all feel that way. We all feel very good about this department. You know, Brian is an excellent manager. He trained us all very well, and we want to do good for him because we like what we do. And you know, when I first came here about 6 months ago, he said, "Len, you're going to be a produce manager in 6 months." The other day I find out I'm going to be a produce manager.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know, maybe this is the kind of place I've been looking for after all, huh?
Maybe.
If a good produce manager, okay, and he's not there, and he has good people, and has them trained right, and communicates with his people well, the department is going to run without him.
Now, how do you build a positive team culture? Well, the answer is to do everything we've been talking about in this produce manager training program. Be a charismatic leader, not just a by-the-book manager.
I worked for a produce manager that made me feel like I was part of a team before, and I wanted to come to work, and I wanted to get the job done, and I was more up and energetic, motivated, and was just paying attention to all the details as well as the overall operation.
Be organized. Continue on with that. Out on the floor, I need you to clean the exotic section up over there.
If you're not organized in a produce department, you fall apart. Your inventories come back bad, you got to have good organization.
Practice delegation this week, so you might want to get in 5 or 6 more cases of that. And for everything else, you can pretty much use the order book for guideline. All right, here you go.
You have to get your help to work for you because you can't be everywhere. You have to watch what they're doing, but you have to also have some trust in them.
Motivate your people. Thank you, Dad. I thought you did a great job, and the store manager thinks so too.
Thanks.
Keep up the good work.
I have a tendency to give a lot of positive compliments out. I praise people when they do good.
Discipline them constructively. There are good parts and bad parts to every job. Now, cleaning up is part of your job. It's part of everybody's job here.
I use discipline as positive motivating. People feel that you're cutting them down or that you're making fun of them. You're not going to get the proper results out of it.
Communicate to them and with them. Now, why don't you read it? Tell me how you'd react to it and what you think we should do about it, okay?
You have to be open and be able to not hold anything back, make sure everybody's aware of what's going on, what the company expects, what you expect, and have a two-way street. If they have a problem, they should be able to come with you without repercussion.
Involve them. So I'm open to whatever suggestions I can get on the subject. If anybody wants to see me about it later, if you come up with any ideas during the course of the day, please just let me know because I could use your help.
You have to make that associate feel part of the total operation. Give him a little bit of responsibility to understand what he's got to do and why it's got to be done. You must involve them.
Get them to participate.
It seems like sanitation's been slipping a little lately, so why don't I set up a regular schedule and we can make sure everything's spotless?
Well, the reason for meetings is just to keep them refreshed in the mind of what we're doing, why we're doing it, and it's good just to get everybody together to talk together.
Orient and train them well.
Yeah, I'll start off by taking off all the yellow and brown leaves that are not fresh.
Training people the correct way, communicating to them the correct way is going to give you more of an efficient job, and it's going to improve your bottom line.
All of these combined practices are precisely the way to build a positive culture in your produce department.